Hey y'all, so I'm currently in Mississippi right now. For to be on my way back to where my school is at, my other state where I'm currently staying. Anyways, though, that's not the point. I'm gonna tell y'all about this weird ass motherfucking dream. You know what I'm saying? So basically, early this morning, I had a really weird dream, right? I was at this school. It was at a pep rally night, typical time. It was already, you know what I'm saying, typical time for it to be a pep rally. I don't remember the part where the pep rally happened, but I just know based off the settings, it was one. Basically, we were at one because we were in a long ass line going to an exit, but everybody was picking up flyers and shit, right? It was merch for different schools. And I couldn't find my merch from my school because it was hidden. Like, it was hidden under something. I can't fucking remember. But I seen two schools, right? I seen two colleges. And I picked up the flyer for the other college. I'm like, okay, I recognize the school. Let me pick this one up. And then I kind of lift up this box and I see my school. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me grab that. But it was a girl behind me in line. She tapped me and she was like, hey, like, don't pick up those flyers, because she gave me a reason as to why. And I think it was because she said, oh, that school always, like, their events are always packed. Now, mind you, on the flyers, I think it was like, like at the pep rallies and stuff, they'll give you like this little booklet of the next upcoming events and stuff. I think that was the case. And I think she told me that. But it was twice I had that run-in with like her and one other person, right? I'm like, okay, let me put this back. So I grabbed the other school flyer and I found mine. I'm like, oh, there's mine. Let me get mine. I had pens and flyers. So I grabbed the pen and I grabbed the booklets. I meant to say booklets. They're not flyers, they booklets. So I'm walking up, like the line is still progressing and I'm still in that motherfucking line, right? So it was a coach. This bitch. It was a coach, right? This whore, she told me, she was like, oh, also don't pick up those flyers. I wouldn't suggest picking that up because, and again, it may have been her that told me that the events be packed, but I think it was the girl. I don't know, but she told me some other advice, right? She gave me some other advice. And the girl behind us in line we was kicking it, just chilling. Like, she was giving me advice. The other girl was pitching in behind me. So I'm like, okay, cool. And since like she was more so of an authoritative figure, I guess, I kind of like valued her advice way more. So I'm like, cause she started giving me more advice and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. But she told me that shit. And I asked her, I was like, oh, so are you like a counselor? Like, are you like a career counselor or like a money management counselor or something along them lines? I know you're a coach, but this bitch looked at me. She was like, and then she stepped back and she just went on by her day. So I'm sitting there confused. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyways, I didn't say anything. I was like, whatever. So I ended up continuing. And I'm still thinking about it. I'm really just thinking like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just like, what? Why would she do that shit? All I asked was that. Like, and I think I ended up, because the way it was set up, you got the exit and then you got like a hallway that's going like that. So exit, you walk in, and then you walk out of the exit, and then it's a hallway going left and right. So I go down to the right. And I hear this bitch, she in the hall, like she leaning at the door, like the exit, talking shit with another fucking staff member. And this bitch was like, oh, she gonna ask me, was I a coach or a counselor, or was I a life counselor or something like that? And I'm a whole coach, like talking the most shit, right? So I hear her and I'm like, girl, like all I did was just ask you this. Like all I did was just ask you, was you a counselor? Da 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 da. Like I started going off at the mouth, right? And she kept talking shit or whatever. I can't remember what she said, but it was a dude sitting on a stool, and I guess he was some sort of security authority figure, whatever the case may have been. And I didn't realize he was right there until he started telling me some shit, right? But I was like, fuck you, and I pointed my middle finger, right? And he was like, oh, young lady, this and that, kind of like a, hey, come here, bitch type shit. And she was like, oh, I'm finna go to the dean, da 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 da. I don't know if I told her go to the dean, whatever the case may have been, but bitch, you got me fucked up, because all I did was just ask you a question, ho. Anyway, I started explaining it to him. I'm like, hey, like, we were just having a casual conversation, like, All I did was just ask her, was she a life coach? That was it, literally. And she got an attitude and started talking shit. And he could see it in my facial expressions that I was not lying. I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, well, yeah, you go to the dean too. I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm going. Fuck. Anyways, so I'm walking and it ended up looking like a bank in the center area, like the main area. I don't know what the fuck where I was at in that dream, but it was kids sitting in like chairs to the left. It was kind of literally like a bank. Like when you walk in to cash a check or something, it was kids in line. Anyways, I'm walking. I'm on my way to the dean's. I didn't even know where the fuck to go, but I'm emotional. I'm trying not to cry, and I ended up bawling my eyes out, and I was crying. Like, I didn't end up with tears in my eyes in real life, but in the dream, I was very fucking emotional because I was so frustrated, right? And so that's when I ended up, I'm like, okay, it's a whole bunch of tears coming out my fucking face. My nose is stuffy, nose runny. Like, let me take my motherfucking ass to the restroom. So the way it was set up, it was the restroom and the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was looking weird. Like, you'll see certain jocks and they'll have on red, like bright red. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas was glowing. Why are you glowing? But anyways, I come out I go in the stall, wipe my face, whatever, and I go look in the mirror or whatever. And this don't really matter, but I'm just being very descriptive. So I head out because I didn't end up going to the dean. I don't think I did. But anyways, I'm walking, so I walk outside, right? And it's like a path. It's like kind of like a hill kind of thing. It's just a path. And then it's a street going, kind of like how the hallway was set up. It was a street going left and right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had a car. Bitch, I don't have no car in real life, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said the dream was really weird. Anyways, my car was at the end of the street on the left side. But the cars were all lined up on the right side. Like if you're walking up the street, the cars are on on the right side, you know, and it's grass. So I don't know if I pissed on myself, whatever the case may have been, but it was a very urgent situation where I had to change my panties. I don't know if I got so mad to the point where I pissed on myself, but whatever the case may have been, I had to change the motherfucking underwear. I go on the right side of my car and I open the door to like change my underwear, you know what I'm saying? And I had on leggings, so when you pull down the leggings, the the underwear rolled up in the shits. So mind you, ass all out. It's students outside, but they ain't on the side where you can see my ass. You know, they on the left side of the car, not the right side of their cars. I ended up like struggling to pull the underwear out the fucking leggings, right? And I think it was a girl with me. I feel like it was because it was a group full of jocks and I seen their ass that coming up the street. So I'm like, fuck, like, let me hurry up. I'm already embarrassed about this situation. Like, I'm already stressed about this situation. Let me hurry up and put my motherfucking pants on, bitch. I ended up getting them on. And the girl, she seen like the group of jocks and she kind of like was like, oh shit. And she kind of like scurried away. I'm like, why the fuck is she? Mind you, they bright red. Not the skin tone. They jackets, it's kind of like they were like glowing. You know what I'm saying? They were literally glowing. That's the best way I can describe them. They were literally glowing. It was some white jocks, some black jocks, you know what I'm saying? But they was just a group of jocks that you would see in like a Disney Channel show or like an MTV high school drama, teen drama show. Like, they look like them niggas. I'm just like, why would you run away, bitch? Why are you scared? What's your issue? Why are you scared? I don't get that. Anyway, mind you, I'm still on the right side of my car. And it was a dude coming up the street, y'all. Now, this is a very eerie feeling. I feel really like just, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So he walking down the street. And mind y'all, it's kind of like in a Teen Wolf kind of like setting. Like, it's dark outside. The street lights are glowing, you know, but they not like a warm tone. They like a cool tone type shit. And he walking down the street looking all like mysterious and stuff, right? And this nigga asked me, he was like, hey, is this your car? Like that. Like, I don't even like doing the tone. This nigga got me so shook. I'm like, yeah. So he comes to the passenger side of the car and he's struggling to open it. Bitch, he couldn't open it. So I'm like, the fuck? So bitch, I kind of put my hand on there, right? And he walk around me, he go around to the back of the car and he come around to the driver's side. So that's when I run over there behind his ass and I kind of was like, you know, and he kind of showed me that he had a key and he dangled that bitch. He said, you are so stupid. He ended up unlocking my fucking car, right? And so as I'm finna like go lunge towards, it's like this long knife, right? And I put my hand on it and we made like a transactional exchange. It was like an exchange. Bitch, y'all ever watch that show School Spirits where the girl ran through the girl body and they exchanged like realms basically? Maddie was in the spiritual realm and the other bitch took over her body. That was the situation with me, except I was like in the spiritual realm. Nobody took over my body. He was then in the fucking real world where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? And so I start panicking, right? And I turn around and I see an Asian lady walking down the street. Now, mind you, you can tell, like, you can differentiate who's who. Like, who's in the same situation as you and who's actually in the current realm. Because them jocks that I explained to y'all that was vibing red, them bitches was in the actual realm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And the lady was like, oh, we have to go or something she had said. Like, I don't know, she was like kind of urging me to come with her, or she was like letting me know like, hey, like, bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting hectic. I'm running up the motherfucking street and I get back to the school or whatever, right? And I'm going in, and I think if I can remember, the shit that was happening to me was happening to a few other students, right? But some way, somehow, I ended up gaining access back to my original form. And so I ended up seeing the nigga again. This is where shit get a little like wishy-washy. I got bad memory, and I was trying to hear him type this shit out before, like, you know. But I ended up making that exchange with my body again, you know what I'm saying? And I cannot remember where I gained access to my actual realm. Like, I don't remember how that happened. All I know is he ended up in front of me, or not right in front of me, but I ended up seeing him again. And he was like, oh, like, and I knew he was out to get me. I knew he was out to like change me back. Bitch, I wasn't going. The knife was the way of making that transaction, like with the you between the spiritual realm and you between, like, you know, it's that exchange. Like, so I know I couldn't have had the knife. He had that bitch. He was out to get me, right? I think he was trying to look. There was another dude sitting on the couch, right? And he was about to turn him into like what I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, put him in the spiritual realm. So I'm like, no, like, I don't want him to do that. And so, cause mind you, he knocked out cold sleep. Mind you, nigga, why you at a school sleep like that in the main area? Why are you sleep like that? Bitch, anybody can hit a lick on you, but you dreams just be stupid. Anyways, this nigga in front of him, and he got the knife, he about to poke at him, right? So I'm like, no, no, no. And that's when like he aimed the knife towards me. And you know, like, it's a natural reaction for a human to try and grab the knife when you get stabbed, right? So he kind of like jabbed me, and that's when I'm changed back. I said, no. And he was like, ha ha, I got you again. And he was like, and this time you won't be able to change back or whatever. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta really like backstab this bitch that's sitting on this couch sleep. Cause he an easy ass lick, y'all. Like, he's literally sitting there asleep, nothing happening. Like, he's vibrant red. This is a wonderful lick. Got the knife and I'm trying to jab him. Bitch, why is dull? Why the tip is dull? Why is the tip of the knife dull, bro? So I'm like, he wake up, he like, what are you doing? And I didn't tell him, but he got mad at me. He bent the knife. And now it's really fucked up. Now I'm really fucked up. So I'm like, no, no, no. You know, and then that's when I woke up from the dream. But my mother is calling me. It was a weird dream. And yeah, see y'all in the next video.